Welcome back to the stream. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for hanging with us today. And we're ready to have a good time here on the Go at CeeLo. And let me see something. Let me see something really quick. Let me get that up. Okay, there, that's better. We're ready to have a good time here for Duke versus Sienna, the number 16 seed, trying to pull an upset against this Duke Blue Devil team. This Duke Blue Devil team has lots of good players, and we're going to see whoever wins here will play TCU on Saturday. So hope you have her. Make sure you hit the like for us as well, and we're ready to have a good time here. And let me get this going here and that there and get that going. So make sure you hit the like for us, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more basketball to come. I'm trying to do a couple games here for here and there. So hope you're ready to have some fun with Duke versus Sienna. Should be a good one. Duke, it's going to be interesting. But Cole Trickle, what's up? Good to see you, Terry Joe, as well. Who's going to win? Probably Duke, but you never know what might happen. So let's go to the now. Hopefully, uh, hopefully the stuff stats works. Last game it did not work, but 99% chance for Duke to win this game. So let's take a look at the game here. Let's take a look here for the Duke Blue Devils versus the Sienna Saints, and it is on March 19th here. And let's take a look. There is the Eastern Division. We looked at it just a little while ago with Ohio State losing to TCU, so that one has moved on. So they will play Duke here, and then let's take the all-time seed versus seed record. 1 versus 16. The one seed is 158-2 against the one seed versus the 16 seed. A 988 percentage winning streak, which is there's always been a couple upsets, and I know some of your teams have gone down as well. And then let's take a look here. Here is the percentage here for it here. You got Sienna at 45.7%, and then Duke at 49%. And then you got for three-pointers 30.4% and 35.1% for Duke. And then free throws 76.9 to 72.4, 34.4 for rebounds, and 40.3 rebounds for Duke. 5.8 steals. Duke's got a little more with 7.8, and their blocks are a little higher as well. So these look like the same amount of numbers, but Duke is a whole lot better of a team. Duke, the number one Blue Devils. A lot of people have the Duke Blue Devils winning the national title, and we'll see what happens with this. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button for us. We're trying to get to 100 likes on the stream. We're at 6. Come on, y'all, help us out. We got 40 something. If you haven't hit that like though, please do. Houston says, let's go. And so let's see here. Let's learn about the Duke Blue Devils. If you don't know who the Duke Blue Devils are, you've been living under a rock. But the Duke Blue Devils from the ACC, the number one seed in the East, they're 32-2 on the season. Their last year, they made it to the Final Four. Can they make it there this year? We'll see. A lot of y'all have the Final Four for the Duke. Deep three-pointer by Cooper Flag when they played Arizona there for some highlights there in 2025. And then this is a lot of highlights here. Let me go through this here. And then let's learn about the Sienna Saints. The game tip-off is going to be in about 10 minutes. The Sienna Saints from the MAC Conference, the 16 seed. Oh, let me go back here. The 16 seed in the East. They're 23-11. They did not make the tournament last year, but all eyes will be on Cameron Boozer. 20 points per game, 10 rebounds per game. This is his game to shine. And let's take a look at the odds by DraftKings. Let's take a look at that really fast first. Let's take a look at that. The odds for DraftKings. The total is going to be 137.5. The spread is going to be 28.5. So Vegas does see this being a blowout. So we'll see if Duke can win this thing with 9:28 left to go here before tip-off. So let's take a look at some of their top players. We'll look at Sienna Saints top player, Dottie. He's 17.9 points per game. He's got a 46% from the field with an 85% free throw. Dottie also has the top rebounds with 7 rebounds per game, 5.5 defensive rebounds, 1.5 offensive rebounds. And then you got Schultz. He's got 4.4 assists per game. And then you got Boozer, 22.5 points per game. We had talked about that just a second ago. Boozer as well, the top rebounder with 10.2 points per game. And Boozer 4.2. So the key for Sienna here is to shut down Boozer, but is that easier said than done? I don't think so. But what's up, Charles says, what's good to see you, man? Appreciate you. Stop by, hit that like. Thank you guys so much. Trying to get some more likes. We're at 11. Trying to get to 50 folks in here. If you haven't hit the like, please do. It shows your appreciation and what we're doing here for you guys tonight. But it's the Duke Blue Devils, and the Blue Devils averaging 82.3 points per game, where Sienna is averaging 70.5. Duke is averaging giving up 63.1 to 65.7. So I'm going to go Duke with a rout here. I say Duke wins by 25 or 20 points. I'm going to go 82 to 60. 82 to 65. 82-65. That's what my goal is. That's my pick. Love Charles says, have a great stream. Love your broadcast. Awesome. Bright Wolves, let's go Sienna. Cameron says, let's go Blue Devils all the way. Good to see you. So what's your predictions in the chat, y'all? Let me see your predictions in the chat. And let me scroll this back up and then bring this back down. So let me see your predictions. 82-65 is my pick for the win. I'm going to go the definitely the over, and also on the over on the picks here. So let's go. Or the Dukes of Hazzard versus St. Francis of Assistance in the Sienna minivan. There you go. But who is it, Duke or Sienna? I'm sure it's pretty Duke by 25. There, that's pretty good too. Duke by 25. Anybody else with your predictions as you're coming in here for Duke versus Sienna? As we're going to be bringing this to you here. The winner gets TCU, who upset Ohio State. Is it really an upset? Probably not. But definitely ready for another good game here as we're about to tip it off. If Sienna wins, everyone loses their brackets. Exactly. If Sienna wins, it ruins everybody. But it's on CBS too as well. So looking forward to that here. Let's see what this says here. Mm-hmm. I think that's all we got here. I think we're good. I think we're golden. I think we're golden. Of course, I picked Duke by a lot, but hoping for Sienna win. Yeah, so I don't think Sienna's going to have any chance here. Boozer is going to be all lights out here today. I think Boozer is going to be the lights out man here, and we'll see how it goes. So hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and see if we can get some more folks here. We're trying to look for 52,459. 52,459, and it's at 2 o'clock, and it's at the Greenville, South Carolina. We just had one from Greenville, and there's your referees, official crew here, right here, so you can take out who is the official referees here for the game. And coming up after this will be UNC versus VCU for the after mid-evening start, and then we'll close it with Georgia versus St. Louis. So about to get going here. Tip off for the Duke Blue Devils on the road to the Final Four. The Duke Blue Devils versus the Sienna Saints on CBS. Duke. So TCO wins. We'll see some other scores here, I'm sure. And we got these scores down here too as well to help you out with the picks. Make sure y'all hit that like. Let me go close my door. 1 second, y'all. Grant Hill, one of the talks for CBS here, one of the commentators, but he is cheering on Duke today, I am sure. For sure on that. Go Saints. Tomorrow I got Northern Iowa beating St. John's. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting. But make sure you hit that like. Trying to get to 20 likes. 20 likes. Help us out. 20 likes. You basketball guys don't like to hit the like. I know that. I've learned that. Our goal is to get 100. But this is the early rounds. So, but we did pretty good in the last game. Lots of views. So I'll take that. But Boozer, go Saints. What's up, coach? Good to see you. It's the Duke Blue Devils. We'll see how long Saints can Can they scare Duke? That's the question. Can Sienna scare Duke? Not that they're going to win, but Duke missing a couple of their top getters here. Foster and Ngongabonga. Both of those guys out. Wrong channel. That's right. Go Saints. Well, they are the Saints. The Sienna Saints. They're 23-11. And the Duke Blue Devils 32-2. Does Sienna have? I just want to see how long sitting at studios. Awesome. I want to know how long they can hold off here. That's the question. How long can Sienna scare Duke? Or is it going to be over pretty quick? Let's go Sienna versus Puke. Sienna versus Puke. Unga Bunga returns. That joke never is. That's right. Saints always win. Hit that like, y'all, if you're coming in. 50 of us plus here now. If we could match our likes to the people that are in here, 51 likes to 18 likes to get to 51 likes, I would sure do appreciate it. Who do you think we think Duke breaks away from the game? That's what I was saying. How long does Sienna hold here? Does Sienna scare Duke at all? Do they scare them a little bit? But let's see if we can get to 20 likes. Help us out. That 20 likes. Hit that like. We're trying on the count of 3. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Hit that like button for us. Appreciate all the love here tonight on the Go with CeeLo. Duke versus Sienna coming up here very shortly. Very shortly. Duke will destroy them, Andrew says. Hey, bro, what's up? Henry, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome back, Henry. Good to see you. Jim Boheim family tree will beat the Devils. Dukes will break when the General Lee breaks down. So we'll see what Dottie can do for Sienna. He's their top getter for points, 17.9 points per game. And we'll see what Boozer can do here. Duke down by 2 of their best players. Louisville straight flopping. Oh gosh. Yeah, they're missing one of their top guys. Louisville missing one of their top guys. What is the score here? Let me see. Let me see here. Louisville. Oh, they're up 51-35. They're not blowing out. Then High Point is just taking the lead over Wisconsin. High Point is just taking the lead over Wisconsin. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Everybody. High Point's still battling. Yeah, they are. They are still battling against. Yes, they are. Look at that. 43 all. 43 all. Wow. And then Nebraska won solidly. So a couple games about to tip off. You got Vanderbilt at McNeese State, and then Michigan State and North Dakota State. That's High Point. Yeah, well, that's predictable. They're the High Point. Yeah, that's High Point. That guy can shoot the 3. How many points does that guy have that has the 3? That's what I want to know. How many points does that guy that has the 3? Wendy's advertising for March Madness as well. That's pretty cool. But Greenville, South Carolina, second season as Sienna head coach Jerry McNamara. First 20-plus win season since 29-20. So here's your starting lineups for the Sienna Saints. Schultz, Dottie, Coyle, Fulfack, Mulvey. And then for Duke, you got Boozer, Evans, Sarr, Boozer. You got Caden Boozer and Cameron Boozer. Caden Boozer and Cameron Boozer. And the tip-off, and the Dukes got it. The Duke Blue Devils will take the tip-off. And Boozer with a left-up first layup. There we go. And let me there here. Let me bring this down a little bit. All right, here we go. Duke ball up Sienna ball down by 2. Boozer had to slam. There's Sienna trying to get some points there. He misses the shot. Missed shot by Dottie. He was trying to get his first points of the night. Here's number 2, which is Caden Boozer. Another 2. So 4-0. 2 for Caden Boozer and Brown with other 2 points. You got Hayden. You got Sienna here. Going right to left in all green with light green numbers. Sienna going to the basket. Spin move. Puts it back out. Attempts the 3 for 55. He goes out to the bottom of the baseline. 3. Oh. Dottie hits the dots. It's 4-3. Doty. Here's Duke here. There's Boozer. Inside to 7. Looking 3. Big 3. That's Cameron Boozer with a 23-footer. It's 7-3 Duke. 18-19 to go. 18-19 to go. Here's the Sienna Saints. Down by 4. Looking here. Sienna Saints. They almost stole it away. 55 with the ball. That's Mulvey. There's big 3 for number 11, and he hits one. Nice hit for Folak. 7-6. Didn't expect this. Folak 4 straight games with 10+ points for the guy that just hit the 3, Folak. Here's another shot for number 3, and number 3 for Duke with a big 3-point shot. That's Evans. It's 10-6. 10-6. Doty trying to keep up here. Here's Sienna with the ball. Sienna looking. Jumper. Brick. Misses. That was Scholes. Here comes Duke down the court. Boozer with the ball. Back out to number 3. Back to 2. Back to the top of the line. Brick. That was number 7 with the miss. That's Sar. And there's going to be a foul. So 10-6 here, Duke. Sienna holding on for right now. Coyle's going to drop it in. And here comes Sienna up the court. Crossing here with 16:59 to go. 21 to Doty. Doty to 55. Back to Doty. Doty on the outside, bottom of the baseline. Take to the pin. He gets in the paint. Shoots it up. Misses. Rebound Duke. Here comes Duke here. Sar looking 3. Brick. Rebound. Here's Sienna. Down 10-6. 16:35 to go. Sienna squad. 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. Doty drops it, almost turns it over. He hands it to number 4, which is Doty. Doty back to, can't see the number, is blurry. Back to 55, which is Mulvey. Back inside to 55, Mulvey to the basket. And a foul. So maybe Mulvey got hit on the delivery. We'll see who the foul is on. The foul is on Cameron Boozer. Can't allow him to get into foul trouble. What's up, T. Lee? Good to see you. Appreciate you. 66-70 Duke. Keep on hitting that like, trying to get to 30 likes. We're almost 60 folks in here. Help us out, y'all. There's Sienna going to the line. This is number 11. Folak. Gotta listen to see how they call his name. Final Four, April 3rd and 5th. 3rd through the 5th. 5th is the national championship game. Going for an extra point here. He's got 11.1 points this season, averaging. And he puts another one in. It's 10-8. Here comes Duke. Number 2, K Boozer. Back out to the other Boozer brother. Boozer spins. Caden back to his twin brother. Back to Sar. Back to Caden. Caden in the paint. Finds his older brother at the top of the baseline. And a fist from the 3. Misses. Doty with the rebound. Here's Duke. Looking. Back to number 21. Back to Doty. Back to 55. Inside. Fofak with the rebound and the hit. And it's 10-10. Uh-oh. 10-10. Subscribe to the channel too as well. Boozer. Caden. Back to his brother. Shoots. Misses the 3. Sienna rebound. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sienna has taken the lead. It's 12-10. Sienna taking the lead, 12-10. This is nuts. Caden with the ball. Gives it to number 7, Sar. There is Cameron Boozer. 3, back to number 7, Sar. To the basket. He loses it. He's fouled. Yay, Saints. Xavier misses March Madness. Yeah, it's crazy. Make sure you hit that like. Help us out. Subscribe to the channel. 10-10. That's my old luggage lock combination. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Bots, good to see you, bots. Someone take care of those. Thank you so much. And just a quick recap here: 50% from the field, both guys. Sienna shooting 100% from the field, 2 for 2 for 3-point shots, but Duke 33%. So we'll see what happens here. No turnovers for either team. 5 rebounds for Sienna, only 3 for Duke. Are they missing their big guys? This is the question. But Cameron's got 2 3-points, and Evans has got 3. Caden Boozer's got 2. And Kaminia, number 14, the guard, he has 0 points. So Cameron Boozer, Sar, Evans, Caden Boozer, and Kaminia are on the court for Duke. Wolfak, Coyle, Mulvey, Doty, and Schultz are on the court for Sienna. But it's 10-all. Unbelievable. Crazy. That's the question. How long will Duke, how long was Sienna hold on? That's the question until Duke turns it on here. Or is Duke came in here too confident? Can you imagine the 16 seed taking out the favorite, right? That would be something if it was right here on our channel that we did it. That'd be crazy. Bracket busters galore on that one, right? But Bright Wolf? For sure. Well, if they bought a bunch of flowers, then they're missing them. We'll see what happens. 14:44 to go. 14:44 to go. Then we'll take a little break and we'll be back for UNC versus VCU. UNC versus VCU. Try to get to 30 likes, 6 more to 30. Help us out with that. 30 more likes. Sienna 12, Duke 10. Can't believe it. He played for Syracuse when Syracuse won the national title. He's the coach of Sienna. And then Syracuse beat Kansas in the 2003 national championship game. McNamara. 25 likes, trying to get to 30. Help us out, y'all. So 12-10, Sienna. Too much money on Duke showing up on 2 Final Fours who don't have Duke in their Final Four, right, Hen? And Sarah hits a free throw. It's a 12-11. All right, now I'm gonna get my emojis going. We're not gonna pay attention to anything else. We're gonna concentrate on the chat. I'd like to see WDB versus WC wrestling guys trying basketball. WCW's not long anymore. That was a good times, though. 12-12. Sarah ties it up. Here's Sienna with the ball. That's number 6. That's Schultz. That's Schultz, not 6-0. There's 55, Mulvey. There's Doty with the number 4. Doty looking. Probably won't see any bench guys here. Here's Schultz, number 0, Schultz. Schultz throws it up. And a good. Wow. 14-12. Sienna's come to play, everybody. 14-12. Schultz, 10-plus points in the last 3 or 4 games. Here's Cameron Boozer. Back to Caden. Back to Cameron. Cameron looking. Trying to find someone. Sarah wide open to the bottom of the 3. Misses. Rebound, Cameron. Cameron looking. Goes to the basket. He throws it up. And gets fouled. Gets fouled. 14-12. We got emojis here for you fans. Duke Blue Devils. And we got the Sienna Saints. So if you want to become a member, or if you are a member, make sure you're using those emojis when they are. So here is Cameron Boozer to the line. He hits us a free throw. It's 14-13. 14-13 here. Cameron Boozer, 22.5 points per game. 56% from the field. Here's Boozer going for another free throw. It's up. Good. 14 all. 13:51 to go. Here comes Sienna walking it across. That's Schultz. Back to Mulvey. Mulvey trying to get it to Doty. Inside. Tried to get it inside to 21. Full fact. No. 21 is Coyle. He picks up the foul. So the foul is on Darren Harris. And they're going to, Schultz is going to inbound it here. Bottom of the top of the baseline. Underneath the basket. Schultz. Big, throws it way, way back. Doty's going to reset and bring it up cross half court. 13:35 to go. 14 all. Here's Doty to the basket. And he's in. Doty. Wow. Here's Cameron. Here is looking here. Back to Cameron Boozer. Trying to look for Caden. Caden comes out for the screen on his brother. Cameron shoots the 3. And he misses. The ball's off of Doty, though. It's going to be out of bounds. But Doty swapping hands from left to right on the layup and puts it in. 26 likes, trying to get to 30. Help us out with the likes. 3-0. 58 all in Wisconsin against High Point. Wow. Look at that one. Here's Boozer. Gives it out to 14. Back to Caden at the top of the point. Looking number 8. That's Harris. Inside to Boozer. Cameron to the basket and gets fouled. Schultz with the call on the foul. Schultz with the call. Sienna has a great defense. Duke is not taking over. That's what the question was earlier. What could have been an offensive foul called there, but it was not. So Boozer going to the line. Boozer's already got 1 foul. He's going for 2 shots. And good. Hits that free throw. Hits that free throw. 16-15. Sienna up by 1. Throw it up and 2. Wow. Tied at 16. How long does Sienna stay around? That's the question. Boozer's coming off the court. Duke with 3 fouls. Sienna with 3 fouls. Possession is Sienna. The Saints going right to left. He hands it to Doty. He walks it up. Doty, their best guy. Coach calling the play here. Here we go. Doty at the top of the line. Shoots a 3. Brick. Rebound. Number 6. That's Brown. Here we go. Back to it. Brown with the ball. To the top there to Harris. Harris looking in the paint. Throws it up And no good. Rebound. Sienna. Schultz with the ball crossing half court. Schultz looking. Back under to 21, which is Coyle. Coyle underneath. Back down to Schultz at the bottom of the baseline. Finds Doty for a three. Oh! Doty can shoot the ball, y'all. Here is Duke Blue Devils struggling here. Down by 3 in the first half. Here we go. Number 6, which is Brown. Back to Sarah. Back to Brown. Shoot for the 3. Brick. Rebound. Sarah. Another 3 for Harris. Brick. Rebound. Sienna. Living and dying by the 3 for Duke. Here's Schultz at the bottom of the baseline. There's Doty again. He's on fire. Oh, my God. Sienna. Timeout, Duke. Wow. Doty has come to play against this. And app purchase are not enabled for this user, what it says. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, are you trying to do a super chat or what were you trying to do there, Hen? My gosh. 22-16? What is happening? What is happening? Oh my God. That's right, Bright Wolf. 22-16. This is crazy. Man, Sienna's shooting 62% from the field, 80% from the three-point line. Is this a bracket buster? Could this be the 3rd loss? Just hit a subscribe. And there should be an app purchase at all. Oh, you might have to. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why you can't subscribe. That's weird. But make sure you subscribe, y'all. Right here. It's 52,459. We'll be doing basketball the rest of this year here in the tournament. So would love for you guys to hang out with us. Make sure you hit the like. A CeeLo high point going off. Oh my gosh. High point going off. CeeLo, what's up, Mark? Hey, CeeLo, I'm trying to sign up to the channel and it won't let me. Like for memberships or subscribe. That's weird. Is it? Are you trying to do like a membership or if it's a membership, you have to have a credit card on file and you have to have it set in your Google settings. If it's not a membership, maybe your card's expired. That could be possibly as well. So just check on that. See, I'm not too sure. Yeah, so maybe you have to make sure your Google card is correct in the your Google settings, your Google card that you have on file for the membership. Just make sure your card is good. All right, 82 folks here. Still only 26 likes. We're trying to get to 30. Let's go slowly. 30 likes, 4 more to go to 30. Help us out with the likes, y'all. And appreciate all the love here today on the Go at CeeLo. As we're bringing, I've never done a NCAA tournament day on a Thursday. Never done it. Never streamed before. Sienna dropping those Siennas. But Doty, my gosh, 5 points, 2 for 5 from the field, 1 rebound. Folak's got 7. Coyle's got 6. Schultz has got 4. On the other side, Brown's got 2. Sar's got 2. Evans has got 3. So on the court now is Brown, Cameron, Boozer, Sar, Evans, and Caden, his brother. 22-16. How long does Sienna stay around? That's the question. How long do they stay around? Living and dying by the 3. 80% from the three-point line. Ugh. All right, here we go. Cameron Boozer hands it off to Caden. Now it's Cameron again. Back outside. Is it gonna be a turnover? Yes, it is. Another turnover. It's gonna be Sienna ball. And a timeout. TV timeout. Letting Duke think about it a little bit. 22-16. The Sienna Saints pulling an upset. Bracket busters here on the Go at CeeLo. All right. Appreciate all the love. Hit that like for us. We got stats here. Thanks for the sub, Ruby. Ruby Gibson. Appreciate your stats there. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Thank you, Ruby. You made the best decision possible joining the channel. We're going to have lots of basketball going forward. We got some NASCAR this weekend and lots of fun going forward here. What's up, bots? Good to see you, bots. Someone take care of those bots for us. Appreciate it. The Sienna Saints 22-16. Thank you, JV Clips, for subbing too as well. JV Clips, appreciate that sub as well. JV Clips. We're also an Atlanta Braves channel. As you see, old Blooper over there. He is our mascot for the Atlanta Braves. We do MLB baseball in 3D. If you want to join us for some Braves games this year, we're going to be trying to cover a lot more baseball teams this year too. Scarface, what's up? Says Duke needs to tighten up, man. I know it, right? This is crazy. Trying to shoot the three too much. I think they should just need to go inside for Duke. I don't see Sienna being so big down low. But, man, we'll see what happens here. Duke, sheesh, right? Sheesh. Sheesh. And then we're going to UNC VCU later on tonight. UNC VCU later on tonight. We'll have that one for you, too, as well. Let's go. 22-16. 11-17 to go here. Got another commercial. Another commercial. Duke getting a little scared. If Duke wants to win, they better win it in the paint. Yeah, I don't know why they're not going to the paint. Now let's see right here. Duke has had the lead 46% of the time, but 27% for it. Carlos needs to go to the bench and talk to his boys. That's right. Scarface says. And this is the team that everybody picked to win the national title, everybody. Duke. Not everybody, but a lot of folks had Duke in the national title game. So we'll see what happens here. Duke. Sienna Saints on top here. Let's effing go, Blue Devils. Scarface says, let's go. This ruby green slippers there. Duke blows, Snork says. Snorkeling says Duke blows. Duke blows. So Duke coach, he said we have to guard. Duke said we have to guard. We got to have the competitive spirit. Here we go. Sienna with the ball. There's Schultz with the ball. Looking. Trying to look. He finds fullback there. Backing it in against Boozer. 3. Missed. Rebound Duke. Oh, we got it right back. Evans. And good. Wow. Fullback with another, with 7 points. It's 24-16. 24-16. Here's a 3. Misses the 3. Fullback with the rebound. Oh, my goodness. Here's Schultz walking it up. Duke cannot hit a 3. 8-0 run for Sienna in the last 135. Schultz with the ball at the top of the point. Doty trying to get the ball back. He loses his guy. He gives it to inside to fullback again underneath the basket. And another one. What is going on? Oh, my gosh. They're up by 10. Caden. Back out to Sara. Back to 6 is Harris. Back to Sara again. Back to Caden. Caden Boozer at the top of the point. His brother begging for the ball. He loses it. It's going to be Sienna ball. What is happening here? What is happening? Oh my gosh. Sienna, the 16 seed. What's up, JJ? Good to see you. They're getting the UMBC treatment, CeeLo. That's right. Here we go. Sienna gets it to Doty. Doty with the ball at the top of the baseline. Doty on Boozer. Cameron. Doty looking. He gives it to 21, which is Coyle. Coyle back to fullback. Looking. Three. Oh, air ball on that one. The ball goes out of bounds. Shot clock violation for Sienna. Still up by 10 here. City about to break a 99.9% out of the brackets. Exactly. Here we go. Cameron drops it for his brother, Caden. Both of them on the floor right now. Caden gives it to Cameron. Cameron looking at the top of the point. He goes to the basket, throws it up, and there's the dunk by number 6, Brown. Big dunk. It's 26-18. Lead is 8. The Blue Devils trying to come back here. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Doty hands it to Schultz. Schultz at the top of the point. Sara on him. Looking here, Schultz. Back to number 21, Doyle. Back to Schultz. Schultz looking. He's looking. He gets it to 55, the big man, Mulvey. Mulvey backing it in. He turns around, spins, it's in. 28-18. When does the crowd turn on Duke? That's the question. When does the crowd turn on Duke? Here's Cameron with the ball at the top of the point. He's looking for a 3 possibly. He goes to the basket, shakes hands, and gets fouled going to the basket. He's going to shoot 2. I'm going for Sienna. I don't like Duke Blue Devils, JJ says. 30 says Sienna about to break. Yes. All right. 28-18. Sienna up by 10. And then Cameron Boozer is going to the line to shoot 2 here. 2 shots for him for the free throw line. Just shoot it up. Good. 28-19. Duke down by 9. 28-19. Why down by 10? There's I love the name, but they are shooting threes like crazy, and well, they're at 18%. There's your story. And Boozer hits the second one. 28-20. Man, oh man, it is a tight one here in Greenville. Doty here looking, and is that going to be off of Duke? Who's it going to be off of? It might have been off of Kamenia. And let's see. Yes, it's going to be Sienna ball under the bottom of the baseline. And Schultz is going to bring it in. Munch, munch. That's right. Duke ready to lose? Really to lose? I don't know. This sucks, Mr. Singh. Sorry, man. This sucks, he says. Here we go. Sienna with the ball. Schultz, the top of the base, bottom of the baseline. Brick. Rebound again is Sienna. Doty back to Schultz at the bottom of the baseline. Looking. Here it is. Come on. Get into the full fac. Full fac outside of the top of the baseline. Doty! 31-20. Oh my God. Sienna coming to play. Here's Caden. And he gets it in. Caden Boozer with a shot. 31-22. Doty's got how many? 8 points. It seems like he's got more than that. Here's Doty in the paint. Back out to Schultz at the top of the point. Looking. Schultz looking back down. Back to Doty. Wide open for another 3. Oh, he missed the 3. Cameron Boozer with the rebound. He gives it to Caden. Caden back to Cameron. Cameron. And there's a foul. Malik Brown with the foul. A defensive foul called. And it's going to be Sienna ball. Kuma says, bye-bye, Duke. Jalen says, if Sienna wins, I'll turn $10 into $1,000. Oh, my gosh. Bro, I put 20 on Sienna hoping they'd hold up. $80 return. Should have bet 100. Oh, my gosh. Actually, this is great, Mr. Sting said. Well, thank you, Mr. Sting. 165 of us here. Let's see if we can get us to 100 likes. If you haven't hit the like, if you're enjoying Duke getting their butts beat here, I'm not getting butts beat, but being upset by a 16 seed right now with 7:23 to go. The question is, how long can Sienna keep up this momentum on Duke? When does Duke make the change? When does Duke turn it on? What's going to happen here? But right now, Sienna is stalking the number 1 team, Duke Blue Devils, in the East. Crazy stuff, y'all. Let's see what you got. What do you think? Does Sienna have a chance? I don't know, Diva. I don't know if Sienna can keep up this pressure. I don't know if they can keep it up. Like I said, A&M ready to beat the Gators. And MH becoming an MVP member. Thanks so much, MH, becoming an MVP member. We tell MH, welcome to the family. You are now eligible for the emojis, the early access to vlogs, and special live streams that if you do. So let's see here. If they lose, who would win the Natty? I think Arizona, but I don't know. Yeah, could possibly Michigan as well. But Michigan has shown some signs as well. How good is Purdue? How good is Houston? How good is Illinois? How good is Florida? Does another team like Kentucky move up? Does Iowa State, the number 2 seed, move up? Who will be the favorite if Duke goes down here? We'll see. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. My name is CeeLo. On the Go at CeeLo's our YouTube channel. We are bringing you the best coverage here tonight, the best play-by-play for Sienna versus Duke here. If Duke loses, one of my 2 brackets are cooked, Matthew says. Yeah, I think everybody's bracket will be cooked, and I don't think there might be a couple of people that picked Sienna here on their brackets just for the heck of it. Sildo Muncher? Okay. Sildo? I don't have a breaker without them, 30 says. McNeese is cooking Vanderbilt, CeeLo. Oh, wow. Okay. Vanderbilt not showing up. I thought they would win for sure. But it should be interesting going forward here. Got 169 folks in here trying to get to 40 likes now. 31. We're going to 40 likes. Help us out with that. 40 likes. 40 likes on the channel. 31-22. The Sienna fans are like, what is happening? 7.23 seconds till halftime. Let's see what their coach says. We're playing defense, the coach says. That's why we won the conference tournament. 58-54, we're doing it. That's what he says. We're doing it. All right. I'm 30 with a $1.99 super chat. Hey, don't spend it all in one place. Oh, man. Thank you so much, 30. Appreciate everybody. Tell 30. Thank you so much for that, too, as well. Appreciate you all the love here, guys. Thanks for all the super chats. Hope you guys are enjoying the play-by-play. Make sure you subscribe, too. 52,459. We're trying to get to 52,500. Help us out with that. Here's Doty going right to left. Up by 9 here. Let's see what Doty does here. He gives it to Mulvey. Back to Doty. Doty looking. And back into fullback. He backs himself into the paint. Backing it in. Loses the ball. And my YouTube just went out. Come on, YouTube TV. Come on. Oh, my gosh. What's happening here? Plus 2 points. Mulvey looking here. Mulvey to Doty. Doty to the basket. Throwing it up. Good. There we go. Thank you, sir. Can I have another? Doty with another one. 33-24, and they got the turnover back. Cameron Boozer, 11 points, 33-24. Cameron hit the second thought that I lagged on my thing here. Inner Fulfack in the paint. Fulfack throws it up, and he misses. Triple team at Fulfack. He's scrambling, bumbling. Caden Boozer comes up with it. Here comes Caden. Here comes Caden. To Sara. Throws it up. Rebound, Sienna. Back to Doty. All right, 5:58 to go. Doty hands it to Schultz. Schultz with the ball. Top of the point. Here we go. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go. Back to 21, Doyle. Back to Mulvey. Mulvey at the point. Looking for Fulfack. Backing it in against 14. And nice little slam by Mulvey. Mulvey with the big slam. They're feeling it. Up by 11. Caden with the ball. Cameron slapping him. Caden gives it back to Cameron. Cameron wide open for a 3. Brick. Rebound Duke. Sarah. Back to Caden. Back to Cameron. Back to Caden. Caden looking. He attempts the 3. Brick. Rebound Sienna. Here comes Schultz. Schultz here looking. 5:06 left to go. Going right to left. Schultz slowing it down. He hits it to Mulvey. Mulvey back to Doty. At the bottom of the baseline. looking. Doty looking again. Doty, come on now. Fullback again against Harris. Fullback putting it out. Harris gets the foul. Oh, that was Kamenia, not Harris. Sorry, Kamenia with the foul. Heck yes, Sienna. Nuke the puke. I enjoy Troy getting the cob down their throats. Let's go, Nebraska Commander. What's up? Good to see you. Congratulations on your win there. 34 likes, trying to get to 4-0 on the likes. 6 more to go. 35-24, 4:47 to go. Here we go. It is Schultz at the top of the baseline. Mulvey there at the point. Back to Mulvey at the point. Back to Doyle at the bottom of the baseline. Back to Schultz, and that's out of bounds off of Duke. It'll be Sienna ball with 4:34 to go. 6 on the shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. What has happened to the Duke Blue Devils here? Shody gets it inside to Mulvey. Mulvey finds Doyle. Oh, that was Doty. Sorry, that was Doty with the 3 missed 3. 35-24. Here comes Caden. Caden coast to coast, throws it up and in. And in. Oh, my phone died. No. Just gotta get my charger going here. 4:10 to go. 21 seconds left here for the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll give you your stats, your box scores, and scores around the nation. Here's Shody. Back to Doyle. Doyle at the bottom of the baseline. Doyle back to Schultz. Schultz. Mulvey comes out for the screen. Doyle. And it bounces off the ball, off of Sienna, and out of bounds. That's a turnover. The lead is 9. The lead is 9. I'll have to do it that way from now on. All right. How are they losing? I don't know, TTV. Well, I'll tell you how they're losing right there. 15% from the field, 2 for 13. And how many rebounds? 13 rebounds for Sienna to 12. But yeah, and 38% from the field. That's how Duke is losing. 38% from the field and 15% from the 3-point line. That is how Duke is losing this game. Holy, exactly. At Indiana Jones, no volume. I expect a vlog for sure from the greatest place. I love the 5 versus 12 upsets. I picked High Point and McNeese. Yeah, I just didn't think there would be that many this year, but I think they hold on and beat High Point. It's not over yet. It's close, but I don't think it's over yet, right? And we also have a ticker here for you guys. We got baseball, basketball, whatever else is going on here. We got a free ticker here for you guys to follow your games too as well. But Puke will have stronger second half. I think so too, Commander. I just wondered, the question I asked at the beginning of the game was, how long would Sienna hold off? Could they lead off the half? Could they lead at the half? Good possibility here. They could lead. Wisconsin only up by 1. Wow, High Point giving them everything they can have. That's crazy. High Point giving it to everything that they can have. 12 upsets the 5 a lot. They do. You're right, that Commander. Last year, not so much. There wasn't that many upsets last year. I didn't think there would be that many this year either, but you never know. Also, you know why I also talk that way? Because the NIL money, all these top schools can afford the NIL money where these little schools cannot. High Point going off, Jeremy says, man, I picked High Point in a couple brackets. 2 of the 3 brackets I picked. Is Gavin Doty doing okay? Yeah, I mean, Doty doesn't look like a spectacular stat line, but he's got 10 points. He's 4 for 9 from the field. He's got 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Let's see, fullback down there in the paint. They haven't been able to stop him. He's got 11 points. He's 4 for 7 from the field. Coyle is 6 points, 2 for 3 from the field. Now on the other side, Cameron Boozer's got 11. He's 2 for 5. His brother's got 6 with 3 for 4. Evans has got 3, and Brown has got 4. Points in the paint, Sienna's got 18 compared to 10 for Duke. 18 compared to 10. The 10 versus the 7 is known for the upsets as well. So here we go. Wolfak, 11 points, 4 for 7 from the field, leading the team. Here we go. Cameron gives it to Caden, and Caden walks it up. Schultz on him. Harris comes out for the block. Caden in the paint, jumper, good. Jumper good. The Devils. 35-28 is the score. 3:30 to go. Here's Schultz. Some tough defense here for Duke. Looking. Back outside to Fulfak. Fulfak almost loses the ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Mulvey. Mulvey hands it to Doty. Doty in the paint. Looking. Fade away. Goes up for the shot. Gets fouled. And the foul is going to be on Evans. His first personal foul of the night. 35-28. High point, 1 point game. Man, keep forgetting on this. Now as a 16 ever be out 2 times. We covered that at the beginning of the stream. 2 times the 16 seed has beaten a number 1 seed. Here's Doty now. 10 points. He's going to go to the line here. He's 4 for 9 from the field. Throws it up. Good. So Sienna adds to their lead here. Sienna with the lead. 36-28. Doty's going to go to the line and hit one more here. USF is only down 6 now. Going on for Louisville. Throwing it up. Good. So Doty hits both of his free throws. And it's 37-28. Lead is 9 for Sienna. Here comes Cameron. He hands it to Kaminia. Back down to 3 Harris. Back to Caden. Back to Kaminia. Back into Bowser. And up by Brown. Kaminia back to the basket. He gets blocked. Here comes Doty. Fast break. 2-on-1. Play it good. Fulfak with the big slam. 39-28. My gosh. Wow. 13 points for Fulfak. Here's Caden. Caden to the basket. Gives it to his brother Cameron in the paint. Cameron goes to the basket. Good. Brother to brother. It's 39-30. Lead is 9. 2:28 to go. Here we go. Schultz gives it to Coyle. Coyle to Schultz. Schultz back to Mulvey. Mulvey looking for another one. There's Doty back with it. Top to the point. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Doty spins in the paint. Jumper. It's good. It's nothing but money for Doty. He's on fire with 14. Gavin Doty, their top go-getter, is stunning the Duke Blue Devils. Here's Caden now with the ball. Bottom of the baseline. Fakes it to get to Cameron. Inside to Brown, and that's in. Bozer to Brown. 41-32. Lead is 9 again. Come on, Sienna. 9 assists for Sienna. 6 for Duke. Here's Schultz. Back to Mulvey. Mulvey looking inside to Doty underneath again. You can't stop him. You can't contain him. Doty's the man. 43-32. The Dukies. As the Kentucky fans are laughing on. Here is Kaminia back inside to Cameron. Cameron trying to get it to Brown. He tried to give it to his brother. He almost turned it over. Caden with a jumper. Brick. Rebound Coyle. Schultz with the ball. And they're going to call a timeout. Sienna. 43-32. Wow. 59% from the field. 56% from the 3. Duke. 42% and 15% from the 3. Why is Duke losing? There you go, right there. Duke is 2 for 13 from the 3-point line, and they're getting their rebounds as well. 15 rebounds for Sienna here. Crazy stuff, everybody. Doty reminds me of a young J.J. Redick. Yeah. He is their, we talked about in the pregame that he is their top point getter, their top rebounder. So he is their guy. And Duke is having a hard time shutting him down. Played nobody all year, Opinion says. Number 1 team for nothing. They played nobody for all year. 43-32, McNeese up on Vanderbilt. Let's see, Louisville up on USF. Wisconsin up by 6 with 54 seconds. No, by 1. 54 seconds to go, and McNeese up on Vandy with 8:35 to go in the first half. All right, 43-32. Can Sienna take this lead to the half? We will see. 23 wins this season, most since 2009 for Sienna and the 2009-2010 season. Duke will win this game. Cash App available, Vic says. Yes, it's in my description. You can send me a Cash App. We got Venmo and PayPal and all that too. We do super chats as well. But subscribe to the channel, y'all. We're trying to look right here. Look, 52,459. Help us out, y'all. Help us out. Maybe this hasn't rolled. Oh, it has rolled. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the subscribes. Appreciate that, y'all. All right, back at it here. All right, I had to wipe down the court a little bit. 1:10 to go. 43-32. Sienna's going to inbound this ball going right to left. Schultz with the ball. Schultz walking across. Here we go. Schultz looking back to Mulvey. Mulvey looking for another. He finds he was going for the back door for Doty. He was going for the back door. He just didn't have enough to get him there. High Point can win, CeeLo. I know, Jeremy. That's Sienna's third turnover of this game. Here's Caden. Caden finds Sarah. Sarah missed the shot. And here's a rebound. 43 seconds to go. And Fullback with the 3. Oh, the big man tried to shoot a 3. That's stolen. But it's going to be Duke ball. Thumbs up. Thank you. What's up, Danny? Appreciate to hit that thumbs up, y'all. Trying to get to 50 likes. 5-0 on the likes. Help us out. Help us out. Oh, my God. High Point by 1 with 10 seconds to go. Oh, my gosh. High Point. 83, 82. How many points is that guy with that can shoot the 3? How many does he have? All right, 36.5 seconds left. Boozer Cameron drops it to his brother Caden, who walks it across the half court. 30 seconds left. 22 on the shot clock. W, Mr. Sting. Don't try to spam the chat, but we thank you. 32. Here we go. Looking for Comedia. Back to Caden. Caden looking. Back down to Comedia. Top of the baseline. Missed. Wow. Way off. Here's Doty. 8 seconds left. 7 seconds left. 6 seconds left. 3 for Coyle. He misses. 2-1 halftime. And oh my God, 11-point lead for Sienna? Are you kidding me? Wow. Are you kidding me? Oh. Wow. Crazy. What has happened to Duke? I don't know. They're interviewing Duty right here. They won, huh? Wow. High Point beats Wisconsin. Doty, 16 points. He said, God says you can. We got a bunch of guys in the locker room that agree. Wow. Doty. They just playing the hype. Yeah, right. You're right, Danny. You're right. My gosh. Appreciate all the subs, y'all. Thanks so much. 52,466. It was a block shot. Oh, wow. Let's go, Sienna. Let's go, Sienna. Let's go, Sienna. Let's go, Sienna. To one Foxy. I got you, Foxy. Appreciate you being here, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. My name is CeeLo on the Go with CeeLo's YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 60 likes. 60 on the likes. Help us out on that. Help us out on that. Let me move my sub here. I don't like it there. All right. First upset of the day, CeeLo. Yeah. We haven't been this shocked since Denny took 4 tires. Oh, Stack. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. All right. 43-32 is the score. Oh my gosh. Wow. High Point pulls off the upset. So let's take a look at your team stats and we'll learn a little bit of what's going on with this game here. But man, we'll also look at games around the nation too as well, y'all. So let me turn my live sub off too. We can look at that and look at myself over here. I'm gonna move over this a little bit. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at the live team stats here. We're gonna start with Duke. Let's start with Duke. 11 for 28, 39% from the field for this number one team. My gosh. Let's see here. T Bender says if they win, I turn $20 into 1,000. Sienna had a 2% chance to win. What is this website? This is ESPN.com. ESPN.com. If Duke wins, I don't know what to do. Foxy says, yeah, ESPN app. If Duke loses, I might cry. If they put 2 seconds back on for Wisconsin, they put 2 seconds back on. Oh, so it's not over yet. Oh wow, I think Gonzaga is going to win it all. Mr. Sting says, good possibility. You haven't been this shocked since I got that one too. Not over yet in Wisconsin. Okay. All right, so let's look at the team stats here, and we'll see what happens when we get to the box scores on this game. But man, oh man, crazy. All right, so let's start with Duke. We had 11 for 28 from the field, 39%. 2 for 15 from the 3-point line, 13%. There you go. That's your answer right there. Why are they doing horrible? 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 100%. Rebounds, 13. 4 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Total turnovers, 4, and only 4 points off of those turnovers for Sienna. Let's see, 2 points over the 3 turnovers for Sienna. And let's see here. Fast break points, 4 for 0. And then 16 points in the paint, 6 fouls. And the largest lead for Duke was 4, and they've only led 20% of the time. So, man, oh man, I'm shocked at this. I didn't expect Sienna to be hanging around with the lead. Brackets have been busted, CeeLo. I think a lot of now Wisconsin list. I think a lot of people picked High Point. I did. Yeah, carry one of mine can be thrown away. Got Duke as the champ. Matthew says, yeah, me too, right? Me too. Let's see. 11 points is their best punch. Yeah, watch the second half, Donovan says. Yeah, I think let's see how long Sienna can keep this up without getting tired. Let's take a look at Sienna. 17 for 31%, 50. The 17 for 31, 50% from the field, 55% from the field, 5 for 11 from the 3-point line, 45% from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw, 18 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds, 13 defensive rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 total turnovers, and that was 2 points off of those turnovers for Duke. 4 points over 4 turnovers for Sienna. And then fast break points, 22 points in the paint. So they own Duke in the middle. They own Duke in the middle there. Brackets have been busted. Yep. 5 fouls. 11 is their largest lead, and they've led this game 68% of the time. Duke has not showed up, or they thought this would be a cakewalk. They are missing their 2 best players. Hungabunga, whatever the hell his name is, and another guy, Foster, I believe it is. So they are out without their 2 best players too. So kind of brings Duke back down a little bit from where they were. But upsets in the making here on the go with CeeLo. So let's take a look at the box scores real quick, and then we'll look at some scores around the nation. Looks like Vandy's got it tied up now against McNeese State. All right, so let's look at Sienna Saints. Full flack, 20 minutes, 13 points, 20. There wasn't one bench guy. These guys have been playing the whole entire time. There is not one bench player. The top starting 5 have been on the court the whole entire time. How long does that last? How long does that last for these guys to play 40 minutes? Can they do it and keep this up? What up, Brian? I know, man. Exactly. We'll see what happens. People brackets will be crying. As a Kentucky fan, I'm loving this. Right there you go. I knew there would be a Kentucky fan. I said that just a little while ago. How many Kentucky fans are out there smiling? I'm going, yeah, that's right. You came in the wrong room. Okay. So let's see. Braden Coyle, 20 minutes, 6 points. He's got 5 rebounds, 6 for fullback, 1 for Mulvey, 4 rebounds for Doty. Now, Doty's got a great line. 20 minutes, 16 points, 6 for 11 for the field, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 foul. And so we'll see how that goes. And then Schultz, he's got 20 minutes, 4 points. He's got 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Here's Duke. Duke has played a little bit more on their bench than those guys have. But Brown, 15 minutes, 6 points. He's got 4 rebounds. Bozer, Cameron, he's got 19 minutes and easy 13 points for him. 3 for 6 from the field, 1 for 4 from the 3-point line, 6 for 6 from the free throws. So he's definitely hitting his free throws. And let me see how they win here. So it was 82-78 with 58 minutes to go. Did that guy hit the 3? That's the dude that hits the 3, man. He's the guy that won it. Yeah. Wow. 83-82. And they missed the shot. Unbelievable. High Point, 12 seed, upset. 31-4. That guy, 23 points. That's the guy with the 3-point shot, I believe. 23 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. Rob Martin. Wow. Crazy. We'll look at that here in just a second. Sarr, 15 minutes, 2 points. Evans, 12 minutes, 3 points. Boozer, Caden, 17 minutes, 8 points, 4 for 6 from the field, 3 assists, 1 steal. And I think that is it. All right, so now let's take a look at the full scoreboard here. Let's take a look at the full scoreboard. All right, so right here, Duke, Sienna, 43-32. Vanderbilt up 33, no, down 33-30. And then you got your other games coming on here. So 33-30. Archie for McNeese State is up. He's got 9 points. And McLaughlin, he's got 8 points for Vanderbilt. Got games coming up here pretty soon. North Dakota State versus Michigan. Wow, 250 people here now. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like for us. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing basketball tomorrow, coming up tonight. UNC versus VCU right here in Greenville as well. OG says this is rigged. Do you think Duke's going to win? I don't know. This is going to be, I don't know how. That's another key thing here, guys. You have to remember, another key thing you have to remember, Sienna has only played their starters. Can the starters play 40 minutes and keep this up? I don't know. I don't know if that can happen. You got Hawaii and Arkansas tonight. VCU, North Carolina. That's the game we'll be doing. VCU, North Carolina. Howard, Michigan tonight. Texas, BYU. That's going to be a good one to cover. Texas A&M, St. Mary's. Pennsylvania, Illinois. And then we'll be covering the late night game here. St. Louis versus Georgia right here. We'll be covering this game. Kennesaw State, Gonzaga, and then Idaho, Houston. Let's take a look at some of the games that's already in the books. Louisville survives South Florida with one of their best players off the bench. They win 83-79. 83-79 there. McNeely, 23 points for Louisville. And Pinion for USF, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. But USF is out as the 11 seed. Nebraska survives. A little scared by Troy earlier in the game. He's 76-47. High Point with the buzzer beater. Well, Wisconsin with the block. They blocked the Wisconsin shot with the buzzer. 83-82. Martin, 23 points, 10 assists on the other side for Wisconsin. Boyd, 27 points, 6 assists. High Point, man, they are looking good. But they have that one guy that can shoot the 3. And then we covered this game, TCU versus Ohio State, here at the bottom. See if I can roll that up here. No, it won't show it. But Ohio State loses to TCU. So there is where we are, everybody. We appreciate you coming in here. Make sure you're hitting that like for us. Trying to get to 100 likes. 256 of us here in the house. And we're watching maybe an upset of all time. Could it happen? The question is, can they hold? Can these top 5 guys that have played, these 5 guys here, this is all it's played for Sienna. These 5 guys, they have not played anybody else. They played 20 minutes of ball. Can they get that in trouble? Is any players in foul trouble? Brown for Duke has got 2. Cameron's got 1. Evans has got 1. And Kamenia's got 1. All 5 starters for Sienna has a foul too as well. Oh, wait. Let's see what that is all about. Let's see here. I need the money. They got to stop letting SAR shoot the ball. And Duke played 2 bench players. One played 5 minutes, other played 14. That isn't that much of a difference of game time. TCU forever, Mr. Sting says. All right, so there's where we are, y'all. Appreciate all the love and welcome. We'll see what we can do here. And could this be an upset in the making? Upset in the making, 43-32. But that'll be the question. Can Sienna hold this off with another 20 minutes? That's the question. But every good team needs a scare, right, in this tournament to move on. But High Point, we'll see if High Point can take out Arizona next. I think it's Arizona, or might not be Arizona. I think it might be someone else. I think it's Arizona they play next. I'm not sure on that one. Dun, 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 Charles Barkley talking about High Point in Wisconsin. Hopefully Sienna wins so my friends' brackets are done for. Oh boy, I tell you. This is going to be a good finish here. Looking forward. See what kind of adjustments Duke does. Do they stop shooting the 3 and go more inside? They have less points in the paint than Sienna does. We'll see what happens. How can they stop Doty? How can they stop Fulfack in the paint? How are they going to stop Schultz? How are they going to stop Mulvey? What's going to happen? Could you imagine Duke getting knocked off first round? I know not. I'm telling you. We looked at the stats before we started this game. The number 1 seed has only lost twice in the NCAA history. Twice. One was Purdue, if you remember that one. I don't know who the last one was, but I know they've only lost twice. 2 losses for 2 losses. 2 losses. So we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a good second half. Looking forward to see if these boys can hold up. And we're going to be bringing you the play-by-play like we have. Trying to get to 100 likes. There's 269 folks here. Let's get to 100 likes, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes. Let's get it out of the water. This one kid picked all the 16 seeds and 15 seeds to go far because they thought the higher number seed was the better. Circus says, what's up, Circus? Stack says, Duke looks like they all bet on Sienna, right, bro? Not says, Duke almost 30-point favorite. Be crazy if Sienna. What is the box? What is the has Vegas changed the point spread to 149.5? The spread was 28 at one time. 28 at one time. It's now 7. Vegas has changed it to 7, according to DraftKings.com. It was 28.5 before this game started. So that's an interesting too. So wonder if anybody going to get in on that 7. Virginia was the other. Yes, Virginia. Thank you, Jacob. So yeah, Virginia and Purdue are the only 2 teams that have ever lost as a number 1 seed to a 16 seed. Could that happen today? We'll see what happens. Duke looks like they bet all at Sienna. Let's see. Duke has 0 depth. They lose 2 players and ready to lose a mid-major. Shaking my head, Vaughn says. Yeah. And also they are losing down to their 2 of their best players not playing here. So this is a different setup, a trap game for Duke. We'll see. So much hype on the Duke Blue Devils to win the national title. Could they survive here? But Sienna's going to give it all. But then also, like you're talking about the bench depth, I don't think Sienna has that bench depth either to afford any fouls. But right now, none of these guys have been staying out of foul trouble. Each one has 1 foul, personal foul. So the Jet Ranger says, tough. Duke has 3 5-stars and 2 lottery picks playing. The love for Duke, or as someone said, puke. The love for puke is not in the chat today, y'all. The love for puke is not in the chat. But this is an upset. This is crazy. I did not think. Antonio says Duke's going to push through. And they probably could. It's not like they're down they're not down 20, you know. Every tournament bracket would be dead. It would. It would. What's up, Fred? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Who are you rooting for on your bracket? Well, say I had a Michigan champion. I had 3 brackets. I did 3 brackets. I did a Michigan championship. I did a Houston championship, and I did a Duke championship. So 3. I liked Michigan because I thought Michigan's been good all season. I just took, because the Duke, the name, I just thought, Duke, Arizona in the final championship game. And then I thought Houston, trying to get back to that final championship game after losing to Florida. And had also Illinois. I couldn't decide on Illinois or Houston. So, all right, let's see these boys come out. Let's see what kind of, the problem is that they now sat for a little bit. An 11-point lead is the largest at the half by any 16 versus 1 seed. So this is history we're watching, everybody. Right here on the go 11. Let's see, 311 folks here. Make sure you hit that like. Try to get to 100 likes, 65, trying to get to 70, and then we'll move to 80 likes. Help us out. Show your appreciation for what's bringing you here today. If you're at work or you're at home or you don't have cable or you're out and about, we appreciate you being here hanging out. Duke is buns. I hope they lose. Go Mizzou. Hey, Mizzou's got a tough game coming here pretty soon too. Mizzou. Let's see here. One might go out the door. Mr. Singh says, Commander says, calling another upset next round. High Point will beat Arkansas. I have that predicted as well in my bracket. I don't think Arkansas is really that good. I'm not sure. I think some teams just had some bad ways how Arkansas to get to the SEC championship. Quinn says, I love Sienna, but Duke will still probably win by 20. We'll see. It all depends on how Sienna comes out here. The problem is Sienna's been sitting in the locker room for about 30 minutes now. That adrenaline has come down. And what happens when you come off adrenaline? You get tired. So we'll see what happens if they can keep it up. Go Gators, Adam says. We'll see if they can pull it off here. They're playing tomorrow. Arkansas is my Final Four. Wow, J-Lip. And Ox says, I put 30 on Sienna. If they win, I get 1,200. I'm on my knees praying. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys win your money, y'all. And it'll be a story of all get out if they beat Duke. I was shocked that we were here for history. Where's Tennessee in all this? Still go Volunteers. Yeah, Antonio. Tennessee plays Miami, Ohio, and I'm scared. I watched them. We did that game last night, Miami, Ohio. I'm scared. That Miami, Ohio team, they can shoot the 3. Tennessee cannot shoot the 3 like all the time, like they can. If they get Miami running, we're not going to be able to keep up with them. So somehow Barnes is going to have to figure out how to stop the outside interior there to shoot the 3. But I don't know if he can do that or not. I don't know. But can Tennessee slow the Miami of Ohio team down? That's another question. Another thing, Tennessee hasn't played since last Thursday, I believe, or Friday. They haven't played since last Friday, so it's going to be a week, 7 days, where Miami, Ohio has just played an outstanding game against the game last night. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Tennessee going here tomorrow. We'll have that game here tomorrow as well at 3:25. So what up, Gator Swag? Gator Swag in the house. Come on, Sienna. Beat Duke. What's up, Gator Swag? Good to see you too, buddy. Appreciate you being here too. All right, we're about here back to the second half. And it's been fun. Sienna, Duke. See if they've come up with a plan to stop Doty. Doty is the man for Sienna right here. They were able to contain him in that first half. Ament doesn't need the green light for sure. Exactly. We'll see. How are you watching the game on YouTube TV on CBS? YouTube TV on CBS. See if we got some more subs here. Thank you guys for the subs. Appreciate it. We're trying to get to 500 likes, y'all. 500 likes. Help us out there. And they're interviewing Brown. Brown says a lot of us were nervous and tired. He said the coach told them they weren't playing their basketball. I mean, could this really happen? Could Duke really go down right now? I don't know, Felix. Vandy's in a battle. Yeah, SEC's not looking too good here, y'all. I'm watching the game through you. I don't have cable. Antonio, we're your eyes and ears. We're going to try to bring you the best content here. Try the best play-by-play as possible. Hit that like, trying to get us to 100. Do your duty for us to help us out. Show YouTube who we are. See if we get a bunch of people in here to watch this game. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like. And let's go. Sienna going left to right. Here we go. Schultz with the ball. He gives it to Coyle. Coyle to Doty. Back to Schultz. Schultz looking. Here we go. Gets it to Doty. Back to Schultz at the point. Schultz to the top of the baseline. Looking. Defense is looking good for Duke. Here's Coyle. Coyle at the point. They can't get inside. Doty trying. Doty goes to the basket. He throws it up. And it gets stuck. It gets stuck. A wedgie. What happens then? Is it like a missed shot? Doty has done it all, he says. I put a bet on Kalshi for Sienna. Freak. He can do everything, y'all. Doty. Oh, how's he get a free throw for that? I guess he got a foul. So Doty's going to go to the line. Good. So Sienna, 44-32. Lead is 12. Thank you, Teresa, for subbing. Appreciate you, Teresa. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Appreciate you. And there's another one, 45-32. Unbelievable. Here's Caden Boozer. He gives it to his brother, Cameron, at the top of the point. Cameron going to the bait. He puts his shoulder down, throws it up, and no good. Rebound, Sienna. 19 minutes to go. The 16 seed trying to break history here. The largest deficit for Duke this season. Down by 13. Here's Doty. Spins. Takes it to the bottom of the baseline. Thinks about going inside. Gives it to Fulfack. Fulfack looking. He spins in the paint. He puts his shoulder in. He's on Cameron Boozer. And it's in. No, does not get in. In and out there for Fulfack. Here is Caden Boozer here. Caden going to the basket. He throws it up and gets blocked. Rejected out of bounds. It's going to be Duke ball. Doty is the next JJ Redick. How fitting against Puke, Commander says. 45-32. There is Brown. Brown to the basket. And good with a big slammer jammer. That's what Duke needed. It's 45-34. Lead is 11. Schultz walking it up. 18-32 to go. Points in the paint, 22 for Sienna, 18 for Duke. Here is Schultz with a little round into the paint and a good layup for Schultz. Yes, sir. 47-34. 18-16 to go. Back and forth we go. Here's Caden Boozer with the ball at the point. Schultz on him. There's Brown with the ball. He hands it to Sara. He finds Brown up there again. Back inside to Boozer. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Doty's hand. It's going to be Duke Blue Devil ball with 18 minutes to go. Second half. My goodness. This is interesting. All right, here we go. Inbound is Caden Boozer. Boozer to the basket. Throws it up. And a horrible layup. And Sienna gets the ball with the rebound. Here comes Schultz. Schultz had the rebound. He goes to the basket. Brings it back out to the bottom of the baseline. He goes to the basket again. Hands it to Doty. Doty sets the play at the point. Looking back to Fulfack. Fulfack looking. Mulvey out there to the point with the screen. Fulfack to the basket. He gets rejected by Cameron Boozer. 6 to shoot off the ball. Out of bounds on Boozer. It's still Sienna ball with 6 seconds to shoot here in the second half. Gatorbait dropping the 48s. Here we go. Inbound. Mulvey. Back to Schultz. Back to Mulvey. Slow. He missed the dunk. Mulvey gets his own rebound. Here's Fulfack. He misses the dunk. Rebound Brown. Here it is. Throws it up. Big slammer jammer. Evans with the big slam. 47-36. The boys are getting nervous. Sienna's getting nervous. Evans, 7 points, 3 for 7 from the field. Here's Fulfack. Back to Doty. 4 fast break points for Sienna, 2 for Duke. Doty back to 21 Coyle. Back to Schultz. Inside to Mulvey. Mulvey on Boozer. Throws it up. Air ball. Mulvey's getting a little distracted. He's caused 2 of them so far. 2 things for Mulvey. And out of bounds, it's going to be Duke ball. I low-key need Duke to lock it in and not one bracket without them going to the Sweet 16, 30 says. Favorite MLB team, JL Braves. We do MLB baseball in 3D. Check us out, Atlanta Braves. We'll be trying to do a lot of baseball games this year too as well. All right, here we go. Inside is Boozer. Cameron throws it up, and he gets fouled. 47-36 with a free throw here. We'll tie it up. We'll make it 10. 16:32 to go. Duke in a battle. Mentally in a battle itself. And then they got to figure out how they can close this 10-point, 11-point lead. Cameron Boozer, 13 points, 3 for 7 from the field. He's 6 for 6 from the free throw. Throws it up and good. It's 47-37. 10-point lead for Sienna. Another one will make it 9. Go Arizona, Johnny says. We'll be doing the yes, at 3:25. We'll be on earlier than that. 3 o'clock probably. Throws it up, and Boozer makes it a 9-point game. The Devils, 47-38. Sienna, they got to stop giving the ball to Mulvey. He's choked both times he's touched the ball. There's Mulvey again. He gives it to Coyle, back to Schultz, now back to Doty, back to Doty. Doty looking. Defense a little stronger. Schultz with the big 3. Brick. And no, it doesn't go in. Here's Duke. Getting tired. Here is Boozer at the top. Boozer top inside to his brother. And off the ball for Schultz. It's going to be Duke ball. Do you think VCU has a chance beating North Carolina? Yes, I think so. Free throw Merchant. Vandy's in a fight too as well. 38-35 at the half. And Johnny says, I want Arizona. If Duke loses this, most brackets will be done for sure, everybody. And welcome in everybody too as well. Appreciate you being here. My name is CeeLo on the Go with CeeLo's, our YouTube channel. Let's take a look right now at team stats over here. 55% from the field for Sienna, 39% for Duke. So Duke is struggling, though they are only 9 points down. 13% free three-point percentage chance for Duke. We're 45% for Sienna. Both at 100% on free throws. Both of them hitting it. Only not many turnovers for both teams. 3 for Sienna, 4 for Duke. 18 rebounds for Sienna, 13 for Duke. And Sienna has led this game 68% of the time. Their largest lead has been 11. Over here on the other side, Fulfax got 13. Coyle's got 6. Mulvey's got 4. Doty's got 18. Schultz has got 6 for the Duke. Cameron Boozer's got 15. Sara's got 2. Evans has got 7. Caden's got 8. And Kamenia has got none. 0. Duke going to lose. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, now, NCAA officials not letting Sienna win over a blue-blooded like Duke on the first round. Yeah, you can see that the 20 minutes, playing 20 minutes, the adrenaline was flowing in that first half. They sat down for 30 minutes. What happens when your adrenaline falls off? You get tired. So we'll see what happens. NCAA will rig this game, Gator says. But Mulvey, 2 key errors there in the paint. Could not hit a basket. And then a bad 3 shot by Schultz. Go inside. Stop shooting the 3. You don't need to shoot the 3 right now. You're up by 9 or up by 10 at the time. So Sienna really came out to play Duke better. Find a way to lose. This is going to be the ultimate shocker, Taj says. Kalshi doesn't want people to get the perfect bracket. Clyde, look at the stats. 39% from the field, 13% from the 3-point line. That's what's going on. Vegas has already dropped the spread from 28.5 to 7. Duke is overrated, Gator says. I don't know much about basketball, but this is the final half. Yes, second half, yes. Why is the 30-minute halftime thought NCAA was quick to fit? I'm just saying, they sat for a while. Here's 19. Oh, what is this? Oh, they're just showing the recaps of this here. I'm just saying, they had adrenaline like crazy. Then they went and sat in the locker room. What happens when you lose adrenaline? You get tired. Who won last night? Miami, Ohio won last night. High Points upset Wisconsin. That's crazy. You think it felt longer? Hmm. Okay, here's Duke inbound, top of the baseline, inside. That is Caden Boozer getting it inside to Cameron underneath the basket, and Cameron gets his own rebound, and he gets a foul. Cameron trying to get out of there. Mulvey again with the error with the foul. 47-38. 76 likes, 387 in here. Let's try to get us to 100 likes as quick as possible on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Hit that like button for us. All right, here we go. Duke inbound to Comenia. Back to number 12, which is Boozer. Back to 14, Comenia for the 3, and he drains it. There it is. Here they come, everybody. Here comes the Blue Devils down by 6. The defense is now strong. Press defense for the Duke Blue Devils. Schultz, you don't need to make any mistakes here. Sienna 1 for 7 during this half already. They have come out cold. Here's Doty. Back to Coyle for the 3. Brick. Rebound Duke. And a foul. So Sienna's going to get the ball here. Caden Boozer with the foul. It's going to go for Sienna. FOH overrated. Best team Duke. Clyde says, Sienna, what are you doing exactly? OX. Sienna gets it in. Oh, that's bad. Oh, he's got lucky. Doty got hurt on that play. He threw it deep, and Doty tried to stop himself, but he's limping. Not good. Oh, yeah. Sarah landed on Doty's ankle. Hopefully, Doty's okay here. Technical foul. 18 points for Doty. Looks like he's all right. Here we go. Inbound. It's not a technical foul. I think it was just an accident. Here's Schultz playing that tight. Duke's playing that tight defense. Schultz here at the top of the point, calling the play. Doty looks okay. There's Coyle. Doty says with the ball. He gives it to Coyle. Coyle back to Schultz. Schultz looking, trying to do something. Here's Mulvey out for the block. Coyle, 3. Doty missed the 3. You clearly see he's hurt. That was the worst 3 he's thrown. And Caden Boozer to the basket, coast to coast. Caden Boozer makes it 47-43, and here comes the Dukies. 14:41 to go, and Sienna with a timeout. My gosh, here comes the Dukies. Go, go, Duke. Ricard, what's up? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging with us. 83 likes, trying to get to 100. Help us out, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes. Hit that like button if you're enjoying it. Sienna coach is choking. They come out cold. I told you. I mean, Duke's outscoring him now 11-4 in the second half. It's 47-43. I mean, we kind of expected this to happen. Refs win the Duke money line. Come on, Duke, even says. We'll see. We'll see what happens, y'all. Now Doty's kind of injured with his ankle because Sarah landed on him, chasing after that ball. Man, bench these players, Jeremy says. My gosh, 414 here tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the love. Hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we go live tomorrow and tonight as well. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And then you bring my live sub on. 52,477. We're trying to get to 52,500. Hit that subscribe. Tomorrow, Tennessee's playing. I'm not sure what game I'm doing first, but Tennessee will be at 325. We'll start off at 11 something. Don't hate, congratulate, Clyde says. Money line, LOL. Robot says, can Sienna sign a gunner Euro Pro with eligibility during a TV timeout? Something, right? They need to do something. You watch our videos. Thank you so much, Raja. Thank you. Appreciate that. Congrats to Sienna for giving us a scare, but it's time for Duke to do what Duke does. We are second half team. We've been that year all year, Lance says. Yeah. And like I talked, Sienna was on a high. They stopped. They got tired. The adrenaline fell off. And now they're trying to keep up. Mulvey, 2 key errors on that for 2 possessions in the second half. And then now Doty is hurt. There was a bad 3-point shot by Schultz. So four things happening here for Sienna. And now it's a 4-point lead. Who you want to win, bro? I said Duke. I mean, do you want Duke to win? I mean, there's no way Miami wins tomorrow against the Vols. Matthew, I think there's a slight chance that if we can't stop the 3 and if Miami lives and dies by the 3, we can't keep up with that 3. There's not that many guys. Ament cannot do that over and over and over and over. And Gillespie and him cannot do it over and over and over. But I think we are stronger down low. So if I think we can win the paint, I think we should be okay. But the Red Storm, thank you for Big Ass Mo. Thanks so much for the subscribe. Appreciate that, Big Ass Mo. Starters have played all 25 minutes too. No substitution. That's another thing. These guys are working on 25 minutes of play here. Not sat down once. Here's Schultz. Back to fullback. Schultz. Back to Doty. Back to Schultz. Schultz back to Doty. Back to Schultz. Back to Doty. Back to the top. Trying to trick him there with Coyle. Back to Schultz. Schultz. Back to Mulvey. Back to Schultz. Inside. Throws it up. And another bad layup. And here is Slamma Jamma number 7. Sorrow, the big Slamma Jammer. The Dukes on 11-0 run. In the last 3 minutes, it's down by 2. Lagging a bit for just for me. Just refresh if it is lag. Refresh if it lags. First NCAA tournament win ever. The Cornhuskers of Warren Buffettville. Just make sure you refresh if it does lag, everybody. All right, Sienna. Doty with the 3. There it is. Doty says my ankle ain't hurt. 50-45, up by 5. Now Kaminia with the ball. He hands it to Caden. Caden with the 3. Brick. Rebound. Bozer. Cameron gets the rebound and puts it in for his brother. And there it is. 50-47, up by 3 is Sienna. Sienna Doty looking. Back to Schultz. 17 points for Cameron now. Back to Doty. Inside. Shot. And Brick. Rebound. Mulvey. Rebound Mulvey. Rebound Cameron. Mulvey cannot battle him. He's not good enough. And y'all were scared, Danny says. We back. Let's go, Duke. Did you see Nebraska? Yeah, that's crazy. Mulvey just could not get it in. 3-4 times, and then Boozer, Cameron, powered him. Will this be Sienna's first tournament win? Yes. Refs trying to help Boozer family. All right, here's Boozer. Back to 3. Cameron in the paint. Looking left, looking right. Throws it over. And rebound, Sienna. Here's Schultz. Walking it up. 12:58 to go. 26 on the shot clock. Schultz. No rush here. No rush. Back out to Doty. 3. Oh, he did it again. Doty alive. The ankle's just fine. 53-47. No, that was Coyle. I'm sorry. 12 points for Coyle. 12 points for Coyle. That was a big 3 for Coyle. Here is Cameron. That was Caden. And Caden Boozer with a big 2 shot. 53-49. 12:30 to go. Right back. Yes, up 6. Game over. Sienna winning. Cash me out. FanDuel. Robot says 53-49. Timeout. Dookies. Wow. Still holding on, y'all. Still holding on. Let's see here. Hello, everybody. Miss Tom, what's going on? Good to see you. Mulvey cannot shoot. You're right, Justin. They need to stop giving it to Mulvey down low. I know he's their only big guy, but I'd rather have Volvac back there than Mulvey. Mulvey has touched the ball like 4 times now and has missed each time. You bet it on Sienna. We'll see. See if you guys can win. 435 in the house. 4 likes to 100. Thank you guys for helping us out with the 100 likes. We appreciate you there. All right, coming up this evening, around 5:50 or so, we're gonna bring you North Carolina versus VCU right back here in Greenville as we've been following them. But the last game, we're gonna pivot a little bit and we're gonna go to Georgia versus St. Louis tonight. You sub, thank you, Mr. Sting, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the subs, y'all. 425 watching, listening. Please leave a like. Thank you, Miss Tom. Thank you, Miss Tom. Let's see here. All right. We're 18 away from 52,500. 18 away, but thank you, Mr. Sting, for subbing. Appreciate that. Let's go. So we'll see what happens here. No one likes Duke. No one likes Puke. Mikhail says. No one likes Puke. How are you and Miss Tom? How are you, Miss Tom? Jake says. Duke sucks, Jackson says. Duke sucks. St. Louis was the most Big Country meets loving from Superbad dude on their team. Big Country. St. Louis has the most Big Country meets loving from Superbad dude on their team. We'll see him tonight, I guess. We'll see him tonight. The Pelicans. No, the Billikens. The Billikens, their name. Duke, as I say. So 53-49 is the score. My bracket's busted just by the one game. Just by the TCU win and the High Point. Donate to Duke. They need it. There you go. See, McNeese State and Vanderbilt. Looks like Vanderbilt up by 10 on McNeese now. 5-12 seed in the South region, first round. So it looks like them in Oklahoma City. And the winner there will play Nebraska if they beat Troy today. Nebraska's wins, four Nebraska wins, first NCAA tournament game in school history. Final 4 Power 5 school to achieve the final Power 5 school to achieve the milestone. So they're the only team that's never won an NCAA team. Then High Point is the first NCAA tournament win in school history. All right, here we go. Inbound. Do we have any new folks here? We got the same guys. Okay, here we go. Here's Schultz. Back to Doty. Schultz with the ball at the point. He gives it to Coyle. Back to Schultz. Back to Doty. Doty back to Fulvac. Fulvac to Doty at the point. Looking. Duke putting up that wall of defense. Doty. Back to Schultz. Schultz in the paint. 4 seconds. Throws it up. No good. Cameron Boozer with the rebound. So Schultz has gone cold. Ed Mulvey. Here's Cameron. He gives it out. Looking for Cade to his brother Caden. Now Boozer in the paint. Spins. He loses the ball. A turnover. Here's Schultz. Coast to coast. He turns it up to Volvac. Back to Doty. Doty wanted to shoot the 3, but he didn't get it quick enough. And then Schultz going to reset. There's Coyle. Coyle now back to Schultz. Top of the point. 5 turnovers for Duke. Only 3 for Sienna. Schultz went up for Mulvey for a slam, and they read that. Turnover. Here's Duke. Kaminia in the ball. Back out to Boozer. Back for the 3 for Brown. And there it is. The big 3. 53-52. Duke down by 1. Down by 1. The defense is definitely turned on for Dookie. Here is Coyle back to Doty. Back to Schultz. Back to Fulvac. They got to figure out how to get through the wall here. Schultz. Doty. He can't do everything. Doty inside to Fulvac. He goes to the basket. Throws it up. And good. Fulfack with the 2 with the deuce. 55-52. Sienna's still running here. Up by 3, 10:40 to go. Miss Tom dropping that 1 gifted membership. Thank you so much, Miss Tom. And there's another shot missed. Another turnover. Here comes Sienna. Coyle, 3. Oh, rebound, Duke. Here we go. Caden with the rebound. Caden looking coast to coast. He stops. Doty tried to take it away from him. Back to Caden. Back inside to Cameron. Cameron on Mulvey. And there's another turnover on Cameron Boozer. Wow. Another turnover. 55-52. Sienna up by 3. Doty gives it to Schultz. Doty thought about shooting it. He does not. There's Schultz. Schultz back down at full flack. Do not shoot that 3. Oh, he did. Oh, wow. He was wide open. They let the big man shoot it. Full flack, 18 points. Here's Caden. 2 turnovers in the last 4 possessions for Duke. Here's Sarah. Back to Cameron. He hands it to Caden. Wide open Kaminia. 3. Brick. Rebound Sienna. Oh my gosh. 9 minutes to go. 4 for 20 from the 3-point line. Living and dying by the 3 for Dookie. Here's Mulvey. Back to Coyle. Air ball. Bozer throws it to Sarah. And he misses the layup, but gets fouled. If Duke loses, my bracket's about to be cooked. Oh, boy. 105 likes. Keep on hitting that like, y'all. Trying to get to 150 on the likes. Arkansas up 11-0 on Hawaii. Vandy up 45-42. Michigan State up 10-8 on North Dakota State. So there's your games right now. And here is Sarah. And he misses a free throw. Yeah, bro. Read my comment. If Duke loses, my bracket's about to be cooked, he says. Good to see you, man. He says, lock in, Duke. What it is says, who you think's going to win? I don't know, man. But thank you guys for all being here. Refs have to stop Sienna's run. Hawaii is a second-half team. And good. So Sarah hits that one. It's 58-53. 58-53 is the score. Did not think this game would be like this when I picked it. 58-53. Here's Schultz. All 5 starters for Sienna have played the whole game. Here's Mulvey with the ball. He gives it to Fulfack. Fulfack puts his back to the basket. He puts it down, throws it up, and oh, it rolled out. It rolled out. Here's Caden bringing it down for Duke with 8:39 to go. 58-53, down by 5. Duke looking a fight for their life for the Duke Blue Devils. Brown back there for 3. Misses the 3. Rebound, Bozer. There's Caden back. He's going to reset it. Caden gives it to Brown. Back out. Throwing it up. Boozer. Caden with the big 3. It's 58-56. 58-56 now. 8:11 to go. And here we go with Schultz. Boozer now 7.1 a season average. He has 15 today. Fulfack hands it off to Coyle. Back to Mulvey. Back to Schultz. Schultz hands it. 3. Oh, he dragged it. Dagger. Who was that? That's Doty. Of course it's Doty. 61-56. Just when Duke thinks they're within, Doty does something. Here's Caden now at the bottom of the baseline. Caden looking. He goes into the basket, throws it up, and incomplete. Brick. Mulvey with the rebound. And here's Schultz. 61-56, 7:27 to go. Here is Schultz with the ball. Tried to get it inside. There's a bad turnover. Caden spins, goes to the basket, laid up good. 61-58. 61-58 is the score. Duke down by 3. Schultz had a bad turnover there. I would give Doty the point guard spot here. Fulfack back to Schultz. Back to Doty. Doty looking. Throws it up. And there's a turn. No. Wow, Mulvey got that one back. Here is Schultz again. Back to Doty with a 3. Oh, he missed the 3. Here we go. 61-58, 6:43 to go. Does Dookie lose this? 6:40 to go. Duke, you could not be losing the worst seed, Mister says. Here we go. Caden with the ball. Gives it to the top. Gives it to Boozer inside the paint. Finds number 3. Evans misses the 3. Rebound. Caden got it there. Misses. And another tip in. What was that? Boozer missed the 3-point shot, but Evans is there with the rebound and the point in. It's 61-60. And now they're down by 1. Schultz up by 1 here. Schultz with the ball. Second chance points, 16 for Duke. Only 7 for Sienna here. Here's Fulfack. Fulfack going to the basket. Boozer all over him. Another turnover. Ball's on the ground. Ball's in the ground. No, we got it back. Doty. 3. Brick. Rebound. And a foul called. Who's it going to be on? Someone's banged up. I can't see who it is. It's number 8. And that's Harris. 61-60. The Duke Blue Devils in a fight for their life here on the Go at CeeLo with 5:47 to go. Chat, are you shocked? Bench 0 with his slow self. Keep on hitting that subscribe to as well. 52,485. 15 subs away now to 52,500. About to be one of the biggest upsets, and we're going to have it right here for you guys. It's been a great game no matter what. And I hope you guys have enjoyed our play-by-play. We'll be back tonight for UNC VCU coming up next. Later on this afternoon, my class about to crash, Mister says. I hope Sienna wins, FP. My gosh, let's go Duke, Clyde says. Over half our class picked Duke for winning, Mister says. I think half the country, all of the country, except the Sienna fans, picked Duke to win. Siena's so much better refs, Nick says. You could definitely tell the draining of this game is getting to Sienna. Every player has played 35 minutes plus. And Fulfack's got 18. Coyle's got 12. Mulvey's got 4. Doty's got 21. He's 7 for 16 from the field. Schultz has got 6. Brown's got 6 points for Duke. Boozer Cameron's got 17. Evans has got 12. Caden Boozer's got 17. And Harris has got 0. Even Duke is afraid to put in their bench guys here with this here. Same dude, he says. Almost did even watch this game. Good thing I turned it in, right? Like and subscribe. It's free. That's right. Hit that subscribe, y'all. Trying to hit that subscribe. Help us out with that subscribe, y'all. Let's see here if I can click on this. All right. Back with that. Sub, y'all. Help us out. Trying to get to 150 on the likes if you haven't hit the like yet. Over 500 in the house. Nobody likes to hit the like anymore for basketball, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the like button's not working today. I don't know. Amazing how a better team can't get fight refs. Thank you for subbing, Mister. Appreciate it. Adsy, thanks so much for the sub. And right now, Duke's favored to win 84% to 15%. So ESPN still predicting this thing here. And Nigel, thanks for following us on Facebook as well. Appreciate that. Thank you, Nathan, for the sub. Thank you, Nathan, for the sub too as well. Appreciate it. So the last person to do was FDU against Purdue. They won 63-58. And as a Tennessee fan, for a Purdue losing like that, that was justice for me. But Duke has had 17 substitutions, where Sienna, 0. Last school to play starters the entire game was DePaul in 1979 in the national semi versus Indiana State. And they haven't fouled. Doyle's got 3 fouls. Yeah, they have. Mulvey's got 3 fouls. Fulfack's got 2. And Schultz has got 2. So they're playing with fire here. 61-60 here. This possession could take the lead Here is Caden Boozer with the ball. He gets it to his brother Cameron in the paint. He's looking for someone. Doty all over him. Star at the bottom of the baseline. Fullback on him. Looking. Cameron back to Star with the three. And the brick. Rebound. Boozer throws it back. And now here's Caden with the ball. He crosses half court. 5:16 to go. Duke down by 1. Here we go. Boozer in the paint. Battling, scrambling, and there's a foul. Refs, hello. Larry Bird in that game for Indiana State. Wow, really? That's cool. So, fourth for Coyle. Fourth foul for Coyle. So it's getting a little dicey here. So Boozer. Oh, he missed the free throw. 8 of 9 now. Duke does not commit fouls very apparently. There's Duke. Boozer. Good. It is tied. 61 all. It is now tied at 61. 5 minutes to go. Did not think this would be here. Here's Schultz. 4 fouls on Coyle. Here we go. Mulvey looking here. Come on now. Mulvey. Back to Schultz. Schultz bend to fullback. Fakes the 3. 9 to shoot. Looking. We'll see what happens. Come on. Shoot the ball. 4 seconds. And out of bounds. Yeah. Choking. Got to give the credit where it's due. Sienna would have been seeded higher at a 14 or 13 seed. 61 all. 4:38 to go. Here's Caden. Caden. To Sara. Back to the top to Brown. To Harris. And throws it up, and it's good. Duke is finally taking the lead. Evans puts it in. Evans puts it in. It's 63-61. Let me get this little live here. And there's another miss. I was a little behind. 63-61 now. Duke up by 2. Could this be the wake-up call? Nathan says, I really hope the Vols put BTA against a beatdown against Miami. I can't stand the Red Hawks. Doty, man, he's getting all bumped up. He had his ankle hurt. 834 in the room. Hit that like and subscribe, y'all. Trying to get to 52,500. We got 784 in the house. Only 123 likes. Hit that like for us, y'all. Help us out. More refs. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Red Hawks are going to win. They've had a harder season. We'll see. We'll see. See here. I'm gonna put the pin message. We're gonna be doing UNC Duke, UNC VCU next, and we'll have that redirected to you as well. What is the Sienna coach doing? He's so stupid. Jeremy says. Harder season? They haven't had one quad, one win. What do you mean harder season? GG. Got to go, guys. See you. All right. See you, mister. Appreciate it. Customization. Direct. North Carolina. Save. All right. Then do this. All right. Let me type this in. Next. VCU versus UNC. Join us later. And paste. It's all right. All right. So there is the pin message. VCU versus UNC. Join us later for the night games around 5:50 or so. We'll be live, but about 2 hours from now. Cam Boozer's just a foul baller like SGA. Yeah, every time he goes to the paint, he knows that he's going to get fouled for sure. Nathan says, Miami played my team, Marshall. I went to the game, and they are seriously the most cocky college basketball team I've ever seen in history. Well, hopefully Tennessee can slow them down. That's the only thing. Esmeraldo, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. And there we are, 52,500. Thank you guys for getting us to 52.5. Appreciate all that. Thank you guys. I got Sienna for a big win. We'll see. Has anybody cashed out now that Duke's in the lead? Has anybody cashed out that had Sienna winning? Anybody cashed out? But Sarah with the big slam. Still, I'm down by 2. Still down by 2. Why is a 3 not first pick in the draft? I cashed out Sienna. Daylight said, shoulda. Felix says, shoulda. All right, 3:56 to go. Anything can happen here. Knott says, I'm still holding. I'm still holding. 12 for 27 field goals this half. Sienna's only hit 6 field goals this half, and they've outscored Sienna 31-18. All right, Caden coming across the half-court line with 3:50 to go. Caden looking. There into Cameron. Cameron, he's going to take it to the paint. He knows he can, and another foul. He knows. He's just like, you know who he's just like? He is like, what's his name? The big tall guy for Purdue. Every time he'd go to the paint, he would get fouled. What was his name, y'all? He's in the NBA now. What's his name? Let me know. No, they turned off the cash out once it fell below 10. Okay. Thank you, robot. If Boozer's over 6 points, Edie, that's it. Yes, Edie. Every time he would go to the line or to the paint, he would get fouled, and the refs would call it. And he's figured that out. It's 64-61 now. Boozer going up for his second. Boozer going up for his next one here. Edie, yes. Throws it up. Tennessee should have won that game, y'all, against Purdue. So 65-61. Sienna has got to do something here. 65-61. Vandy up by 4. Arkansas up good, and Michigan State up good. Here we go. That's full fact. Malik Brown with the foul. Brown now, that's 4 fouls on Brown. Leave Purdue Boilermakers alone. They're doing just fine. Quite being such a hater. I'm a Tennessee fan. I'm allowed to be a hater. Purdue has been a thorn in our side for football, basketball. All right, here we go. Doty with the ball, top of the point. He fakes the 3, stops back as the full fact. Full fact banking himself into the green. He's him and Boozer. Boozer looking. Full fact gets rejected. Boozer coming in here. Sienna sold big time. Everybody will get it. I did 50 brackets, 25 men, 25 women, so I have both winnings. Sienna sold big time. They got tired. That's what happened. No one's resting here. They played the whole damn game. All right, inbound is Sienna with Schultz underneath the basket. He gets it into Doty. 3! And missed it. Rebound Duke. Here is Caden bringing it across half court. 3 minutes to go. 20 seconds on the shot clock. He gives it to Cameron. Sienna 0 points in the last 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Duke has shut it down, and I'm sure they're tired as crap. They've played almost 40 minutes of basketball. 3 for Cameron. Brick. Tipped in. Sarah got a tip of it. Ball's loose. Brown back to Boozer. He's going to start it over. Here comes Cameron. He says, I'm going to get it. Finds out. Sarah. Brown to the basket. Throws it up. No good. 2:26 to go. And I think Duke's got to get the ball back here out of bounds off of Sienna. Duke doesn't have the talent, Clyde says. Hackathon. Lance says, from multiple generation Duke family, I'm missing the game at work. Thanks for the play-by-play. I feel like I'm watching the game. Great commentary at work. Thank you, Lance. Appreciate it, man. All right, here we go. We got Schultz with the ball, walking it up. Across half court, down by 4. Anything can happen here. Got to look for Doty to hit the 3. There's Coyle. Schultz with the ball inside to Mulvey, and he missed the dunk. Mulvey got the ball back. Doty. Wow, how did he steal that away? Here we go. Doty, shoot the 3. 3! No, in and out. And the ball is going to be last touch by Mulvey is going to be Duke ball. But thanks for the kind words, Lance. Appreciate that, man. Robot says, what did Robot say? Not that Duke gets a lot of calls, but I was just watching North Dakota State commit a foul against Michigan State, and the refs put Cameron Boozer on the free throw line. 1:47 to go. Tick, 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 tick. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Caden with the ball. Now it's Cameron. Back to Caden. Caden to the basket. Throws it up and good. Man, oh man. It was a dream, right? It was a dream. 67-61. Timeout. Sienna. Yeah. Duke has the player of the year. And Cameron figured out that every time he goes to the line, he's getting fouled. So that's another thing. Man. Draft where you want, Nick says. 4-point game. 6-point game now. Doty with 21. Cameron with 20. Now, does this a wake-up game? Does this make Duke go all the way? Or does this show other teams that Duke is vulnerable? Memberships begin at 99 cents. Best deal on YouTube. That's right. 99 cents gets you access to those emojis that you see in the chat. 146 likes. Thank you guys for getting us there. Been a great day. We got 2 more games left. Looking forward to y'all hanging out with us if you like the VCU versus UNC and Georgia versus St. Louis. We'll take a little break and then we'll be back, and we'll take another little break and we'll be back for that too as well. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. 1 timeout for Sienna, 2 for Duke. 8 fouls for Sienna, 4 for Duke. It's funny how lame Duke is. At least Sienna kept it really close, much better than I thought. Yeah, Big J, I thought, it would be over by halftime. And Sienna been shut out by Duke for 6 minutes and 20 seconds. The last 6 minutes and 26 seconds. Vandy's still holding it against McNeese State. Arkansas is still holding it against, I can't remember the name of that team there. And then Michigan State up 30-18. All right, here we go. Doty, back to Mulvey. Mulvey, back to Schultz. Schultz, back to Coyle. Coyle to Schultz. Schultz looking. Schultz, jumper. Brick. Rebound, Mulvey. There you go. Rebound, Mulvey. 67-63. Down by 4. There's Brown. No, it's Evans. Evans is 3. 53 seconds left. No one's fouling. Caden with the ball. Down by, up by 4. Caden. Gives it to Brown. Brown back to Boozer. Cameron. Cameron to the basket. He loses it. 37 seconds left. Not 4 tires. A 3 right here puts it a 1-point game. Twins went for 39 points, 14 rebounds, 5 steals. Pretty good. 60. Who's the better player, though? Cameron is. Here's Schultz. Doty with the 3. Oh, man. That was the chance right there. And that should do it. That should do it right there. Doty took the last shot. He had to get the 3. I think it's late. Robot says, got to get a quick 2. Going to go take Boozer to the line. But man, oh man, Sienna scared them. We talked about it. We talked about Sienna scaring them, and that's what they did. So Isaiah Evans to the free throw line. He's at 87% free throw. He hadn't shot one today, and he missed it. But that Duke got the rebound, and that's how it flows. And Evans is going to get another foul. 16 seconds to go, up by 4 for Duke. GG, right? Question is going to ask the coach, why didn't you use any of your bench players? I mean, I know they knew that their top 5 was the best they had to run against Duke. You probably didn't trust any of those guys on the bench. And Evans hits another one, 68-63. And they're up by 5. Up by 5, 68-63. Hold up. Good. They're going to survive, y'all. They're going to survive. 69-63. Schultz to the basket, throws it up, and good. 69-65, up by 4. Call a timeout here, their last timeout. Bring 1 or 2 point specialists at the end when you can call timeout and go offensive defense. Bingo, Danny says. Boozer's awful, and he shouldn't be drafted. 0 for 3 today on bets. 0 for 3. Timeout, CeeLo. What's up, Tater? Make sure you hit that subscribe here. We'll be coming next for UNC VCU next. After this, y'all. Be probably about an hour and a half or so. We'll be off, and then we'll be back for the next game. And then we'll be doing that one. Take a little break, and then be back for Georgia versus St. Louis, the nightcap. Free Kona DQ, Danny. Cheap date. I don't know how Sienna can make the tournament. 69-65, 10 minutes to go. Coach won't be fired. Get them to the tournament. Yeah. They won their division. All right, so Duke's going to inbound it here. Inbound it here. Kaminia ends it in another foul. Gave it to, is that Caden? Mulvey fouls. And I think that's number 4 on Mulvey. Yeah, Mulvey fouls out. That's number 5. So Mulvey has made some mistakes today. He could not battle Cameron Boozer down low in the paint. And had a couple opportunities for some shots, and he could not make. And Cameron Boozer hits another one. Can you tell me what's going on with Michigan State? They're up 35-18. Up 35-18. Give Sienna credit. That's fresh. Give the stealing refs credit. Oh, Nick says. Hold it up. And hits it. So people are going to look at this game and say, what happened? And we'll all know. And Doty jumps it again, and that is it. Congratulations, everybody. Duke fans, I know you were sweating the whole way, but it was fun to watch. I hope you had a great time with my play-by-play. And 71-65, Duke moves on, and we'll see what happens in the next round. Maybe this is a wake-up call for Duke, that they know that they were almost done. But man, oh man. So Vandy up 65-60, Arkansas up 40-27, and Michigan State up 35-20. So those are the games going on right now. We thank you guys so much for everything. The scare in the first round is always fun. But Doty with 21, Fulak with 7 rebounds, and Schultz with 7 assists. Cameron Boozer, 22 points. He had 13 rebounds. He had a double-double, and he had 5 assists. It was all Cameron Boozer. Oh, that's Caden. I think that's Caden. Sorry. Caden had the assist. So Duke to TCU on Saturday. Not sure what the time is. And then we'll see how it goes. So appreciate all the love here today, guys. Thanks so much for hanging with us. And turn that off right there. All right, 71-65 it is. That's our second game of the day. We'll be back later on for UNC versus VCU. We appreciate all the love. I want to thank my lovely wife, Spade, for everything that she does behind the scenes. I want to thank my mods for moderating today. My members for their hard-earned money to the channel. I want to thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Thanks so much. We'll see you tonight for UNC, VCU, and Georgia versus St. Louis. Thank you guys. We continue my first time ever doing NCAA basketball and March Madness on the first day of basketball. I've always wanted to do it, and I'm having fun. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. I'm going to transfer you to pin message for that. I'm going to also send you there. Go over and hit a like for us, get it adjusted, and we'll be ready for it. So congratulations, Dookie, Sienna fans. It was close. It was fun to watch, though. Sad that Duke needed the refs to win. We'll see. See you guys. Thanks for the sub too, Devin and LH and Noel. Thanks so much for the subs. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.